turn now to Capitol Hill, where today senators grilled several of President Trump's picks for key cabinet positions, namely FBI Director nominee Kash Patel, Director of National Intelligence nominee Tulsi Gabbard, and Health and Human Services Secretary nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Nikole Killion is following all of this. That is an enormous task, Nikole. I can't possibly hope that you can summarize all three, but I know you will give us your best effort. Tell us, if you can, the highlights of the confirmation proceedings today.
Well, this was by far one of the more contentious days on Capitol Hill as far as some of these confirmation hearings are concerned, simply because each of these nominees faces different questions and controversies of their own, whether we're talking about R.F. Kennedy Jr., whether we are talking about Tulsi Gabbard, or whether we are talking about Kash Patel. All of them are potentially on the ropes in terms of whether or not they will ultimately have the votes to be confirmed. So these hearings today were very critical. With respect to Kash Patel, of course, there were a lot of eyes on that one. In fact, his name came up during Pam Bondi's confirmation hearing for Attorney General many times, but really Democrats and Republicans tried to press him on some of his past statements and views, particularly around January 6th, whether or not the president lost the 2020 election. He did break briefly with President Trump on January 6th, saying he does not support this blanket pardon or clemency for those who committed acts of violence against law enforcement, but for the most part stuck to the script, as did Tulsi Gabbard in her hearing, really trying to say that she would be independent, and really tried to push back against characterizations of her as being, for instance, too sympathetic to Russia or Syria. And then, of course, you had RFK Jr., who was back on the Hill for a second day of hearings. His confirmation hearing really centered once again on his views around vaccines and whether or not they cause autism. He was pressed numerous times by senators like Bernie Sanders and Louisiana Republican Bill Cassidy, who after this hearing said he's really struggling with whether or not he can support Kennedy's nomination. So still unclear what the path forward is for all of these nominees, but at least they've crossed the hurdle of being before lawmakers and in the hot seat, Major.
A tall task to summarize the day, but you did it as adroitly as always. Nikole Killion, thank you so much, coming to us from Capitol Hill.